sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He finds some open field here. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, baby.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 22, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at at the 41-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Packers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and 1 from the 2. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Chiefs 7. Mason Crosby.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes on the move to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side.
Stay out of the cover 1 hole, homie.
One play at a touchdown, Packers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute? And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On first down, Mahomes steps away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the